Hello, buddy. Welcome back to Tinmans Core Channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tinman Taylor, and today I thought I'd get on here and tell you guys another story from my past. And this one, I kind of had a toss-up feeling about because I didn't know if I should share it or not. But I thought I'd get on here and tell you guys about the times I got annoyed with these two perfume and cologne salespeople. This actually happened twice, but let me tell you the first time. I was with my family over at Pizza Hut, and I think this was back when I was in middle school because I remember I wasn't as short and chubby like I was back in elementary school. But I remember we were at Pizza Hut eating with my uncle and aunt and one of my cousins. My mom and dad was with me, of course. And I got done eating and I wanted to get some fresh air. So I slapped one of my cowboy hats on that I brought with me. And I went out the front door because they could see me right there, right? And I was just standing there minding my own business. And these two African-American ladies showed up, started talking to me. And I didn't want to be rude, so I just started talking back to them. And it turned out they were supposedly salespeople. And one of them wanted to try my hat on. I kind of declined because I don't let strangers try on my hats. But anyway, they started talking, and then one of them went to the car and brought back some cologne in a blue bottle. And there was another bottle she had. I can't remember what color that one was, but it was smaller. And she sprayed some on my hand. I was like, why am I doing this? This don't seem right. And then I think my mom and dad noticed something was going on with me, and my uncle went out there to see if I was okay. And I said, yeah, I'm fine. But he known that something was off. And they said they had some more in their car. And I was about to walk off with them, but my uncle stopped me real quick because I wasn't thinking that they might be dangerous and was planning on drugging me to kidnap me. So I put the cologne bottle back on the Pizza Hut building. So I figured they must have grabbed it and took off when I went back inside of my uncle. But he told them what I did. And I said, I didn't mean to walk off. I just thought that they were going to show me some more samples. And then it started to make a little ruckus. Like I noticed some other people in the restaurant that were dining were wondering what was going on. And then before we left, I got a little sick feeling in my stomach. So I had to run to the bathroom and vomit. So I figured that cologne that I smelled on my hand got in my system and made me sick feeling. We left and I was riding with my parents back home and they kind of scolded me. I think this was during the Christmas season, or it might have been November, because I remember we rode by our house and we had our Christmas lights up already. Couldn't even go outside to enjoy some fresh air without nobody interrupting me, you know. Now, the second time was 2 years later, I think. It might have been like 3 or 4. But anyway, me and my mom were at a gas station in town. It was like in the springtime. And 2 more African-American ladies showed up to my mom while she was pumping gas. And she tried to ignore them, but they kept on talking to her. And she went like clear as day, no, my son got sick by one of those. And then they were trying to change the subject. Be like, oh, is your son in the car and he would like to smell? And we're like, no. Like they couldn't get the hint, no, don't bother. And then the lady went like, well, have a nice day, ma'am. But I said, I know that they were mad as fire that they couldn't talk to my mom. But I said, hey, we already had a bad experience with somebody else doing that. Didn't want them coming around us. And then once we were about ready to leave, they approached a man that was pulling up. So they kind of convinced him to look at some of their cologne samples. And she ran off to go get him. But once me and mom were pulling off, she yelled out, don't do it, it might be a trap. And then later on we heard the news that there was actually people lacing them cologne products with drugs just so they can make you pass out, might even delete you from this earth quick. Let that be a lesson to all of you. If you see people that are coming around your neighborhood trying to offer teenagers or adults cologne, better make sure that they're not people trying to kidnap or make people die from the smell. Those 2 experiences were so messed up and disturbing, and I figured I'd get it on film for you guys so I could just put it behind me because I'm getting tired of it popping in my mind all the time. I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time related video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more story time content like this. This has been another successful installment of the Tinmans Core Channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tinman Taylor, and that's a wrap. And that's there, y'all.